Today we're doing a video on Dorin. He is a YouTuber. I don't even know if I should say YouTuber. He makes videos on YouTube, but they're really interesting, honestly. This is probably the first video where I've actually done background research because I was just so perplexed with what I found, and it just popped up on my feed and I was like, I feel like I should do something about this, but I don't even know what. Well, what he does on his page is he does a mix of just talking about random things and trying to sing really high and really low notes. It seems like he's been doing this for pretty much ever. He's been on YouTube since 2012 and he's probably been making videos since then. They're very home style videos. You can tell this guy has never bought a camera or anything, and I guess people appreciate that about him. And I watched a couple of videos about him, looking at him just talking, and he talks in such an interesting, captivating way. It's almost like I can't even understand what he's saying, not because we're not speaking the same language, but because I am below that level of speaking. It's not even like he's using hard words, he's just using them in ways I can't quite grasp yet. I feel like there's something about it that I'm not supposed to, like, there's a key that I need to unlock this. But yeah, we can start with looking at his videos where he tries to reach really high and really low notes. And I guess he's a crazy vocalist because he has some pretty high notes. Yeah, I think that's enough of that. So he does a bunch of videos like this that are like a minute long, and he just does them over and over again, consistently reaching, maybe not consistently, but eventually reaching high notes. I saw one that said like C7. If you don't know, that's the 7th octave of C. I don't even know if that's on a piano. That might be the last note on a piano. It's absolutely insane. Dolphins are like, my mother, where is she? There's so many memes of this guy with all his noises because it's just like, what's happening? I think everybody's experiencing the same confusion. This is what I do when my poop won't come out. And like almost all the videos have like similar comment sections where people are just clouding, and I love it. I really love it. Someone puts this timestamp for when he presses the piano. It says, I'm sure that helped a lot. It's honestly crazy. I want to know like what inspired him to make this. I might try to find a video on that. But you heard his highs. You heard his highs. But don't worry, he can't just get up high. He can also go down low. This one titled C1. That's it. Just C1. I feel like he's gonna like summon something. It's just like, imagine hearing this in the middle of the night. Like, what? The face. I'm in fear. Is he hitting it? Is he hitting it, guys? Because I can't tell. I think my lowest is like C. No, not even C. Probably like E2. I think E2. Yeah, no. And I can only go like maybe 5 notes past past middle C. So he's definitely has it on me. Come back, Ivan. We need your sweet voice on this video. If girls talk to you with a higher pitch, it means they like you. Girls, when they talk to me. This accidentally started playing on my playlist while driving. I thought my engine was about to blow up. Okay, now it doesn't stop there. There's more singing. There's more. Ivan doesn't stop, and just by the looks of it, you know this one is a banger. You see that face on him? Oh, this is old. Oh my gosh. He's in public. I think this is a mall. That's an escalator. That's so scary, bro. That's so scary. Singing all the notes on the piano. The face. His face reminds me of a zombie. It's actually super scary. Maybe that's technique though. Like I see the chin movements when he gets to these low notes. Is that a technique? Does that work for everybody? I might have to try that one. This is so scary though. Actually, like genuinely frightening. As weird as this is, this man has crazy talent. Honestly, I agree. This is it's really weird, but I want to hear him actually sing. Because all of this, he's singing notes, but like, you don't really get the full melodicness of it unless you hear it in the context of a song. But I feel like a lot of these are kind of unattainable in the context of singing, of like singing actual words inside a song. But it's still really cool that he's able to do this. Someone make a song out of this. He literally sang every note. We can at least have like a dolphin, Mary had a little lamb. Somebody make it. It won't be me, but somebody get on this. This is an investment. Now we're gonna get into the talking videos. The talking videos are a lot more interesting. I can't even say a lot more interesting. Everything about all of these have been super interesting. But the talking videos might also be will also be interesting because I've heard this man talk and it's just really eccentric, really eclectic, really I don't even know what to say about it. Just watch.
Often on my channel I get comments that seem to show me that there are misconceptions and myths and huge lies about music and other art forms that are so deeply embedded and so widely distributed that we forget they're there. One of these is the comment I get saying that's not a note in response to some of my videos. I think that underneath that, as far as I can tell, there's an assumption that a note isn't a note until it's combined with other notes in some sort of pattern. There's an assumption that music as a genre should not be too information dense. It shouldn't pack a lot of messages and potential interpretations into a small space, or else it's no longer music. The responses I've had to my note videos show that it's a response to something that can be interpreted in many different ways. People enjoy making up jokes and making up meanings and scenarios that would explain how this certain sound came to be, or what would provoke them to do something similar or make a similar sound. And it seems to me that this is what art is supposed to do. It should make you think or make you laugh or make you wonder what it could mean to somebody else as opposed to yourself. But if we're living in a circumstance where it puts people in a state of shock to see something like this that has a message or that has a lot of potential interpretations, then there's something very wrong, I would think, with much of the music that many people are presently consuming.
Now, I think that was just super interesting. Just everything he said there, and the way he said it too. It's really interesting. It feels very not psychological, physiological. Feels very profound. You know, he does do this not as a joke. He takes it seriously, but he enjoys that other people see it as a joke, and I think that that's pretty admirable because I definitely will take it as a joke, especially with all these comments. But it's cool, and I'm glad he thinks it's cool. And people can hate on it, and I see the validity in the point that that's not a note because of the fact it's not contextualized with anything. But also, people wouldn't really say that if it was anybody else singing any normal note, but it's because he's going outside of our normal mental range and what we normally consider a note, things that we normally hear. That's why people don't like it, or people find a way to hate on it. So looking more into Ivan Dorin, I found that there's a lot of people who say a lot of different things about him. Like, because of the way he talks, a lot of people think that there's a mental problem with him. And just because of his dedication to something like this that seems kind of harmful, like there's no way it doesn't hurt to try to stretch your voice that hard. It's been found, like Reddit came to a conclusion that he's probably doesn't have any mental problems, and he's just a dude living his life. He might be kind of weird, but he's really just a dude, you know? He's really just chilling. And I've seen so many, there's so many like places on the internet that look at what he's doing and see how amazing it is. Like right here, we have like this website where they mark all of his highest notes and all of his lowest notes. F7. Gosh. Also found this really funny clip of Iron Man, but the screams are replaced. Just watch. Oh my gosh, that actually kind of scared me. But yeah, it's kind of an internet meme in a way, but it's also like this guy's bread and butter, you know? It's how he lives and stuff. The man, the myth, the legend. People love him. I love him, honestly. Are all of his notes non-melodic? Someone responds, "How dare you disrespect this living legend?" People go to bat for him, and I really respect that, honestly. And with that, we're gonna watch the final Ivan Dorin video for today. Myth busting and vocal development, where he disproves, I guess, all of the myths.
Singing for me has in large part been a process of challenging and overcoming myths. So when people look at some of my recent videos and say, why aren't you just doing a high note video? I must say that the process of looking at the underlying premises of society that undermine our ability to sing is part of coming up with higher notes. I've gotten this far, I think, because I haven't always just believed the most commonly circulated versions of the truth. And anyone trying to do, in particular, flageolet or whistle note registers has to develop his or her own technique in large measure, because there's not a lot of instruction as to how to do it, and even what's available often doesn't help, because it might work for somebody else but not for the particular person trying it. It's a process of exploration and looking into the ways that one might have been misinformed in the past and trying to overcome them.
And that kind of explains the faces and the weird chin movements, the weird like neck movements that I see him do. It's all a part of his technique, and I imagine it wasn't easy to kind of develop that type of thing, but it is cool. Anyways, that was a great video. That was a great set of videos. This is a great guy. I love watching all this stuff. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We're growing, and I'm doing my best here. If you have anything you would like me to react to or do, or just like, I'm trying to get away from reactions, but I'm kind of stuck in it because I love watching stuff and I'm not really creative. But if you enjoyed, thank you.